Tiffany here with Years of Years, and it's This Day in Disney for June 14th, and today we're headed back to 1895, so way back there, with the birth of a very important voice actor, especially to Disney. And when you hear what he's done, you're going to be excited to hear what else he's done and learn all about him. His name was Clifford Avon Edwards, but he was best known as Cliff Edwards, and he was the voice of Jiminy Cricket. So I'm sure you guys are very excited and your ears are perked up to find out all about Cliff Edwards. So he voiced Jiminy Cricket for Pinocchio and for Fun and Fancy Free, and then he did all the voice acting for Jiminy and in the cartoons and anything where Jiminy Cricket's voice showed up. And so he was actually born in Hannibal, Missouri, and he lived there and basically grew up there until he was 14. He decided he wanted to go and be a singer, and he started out singing in saloons back then in the day, and in like Missouri and that area. And then he took on and decided he wanted an instrument as well, and the cheapest instrument at the time was the ukulele, and he said, okay, I'll go with that one because that's what I can afford. And he actually became really famous with the ukulele. He was known as Ukelele Ike, and people actually bought the size of ukulele. He made the ukulele famous because he was so good at it. So even later on, like a couple decades later, when he changed to a bigger size, everyone started buying that size too. So really cool. He was the ukulele man. So he ended up becoming famous when he went to Chicago, Illinois, and he performed his song Jada, and that's really, lots of people love that song, and he became more well known. So he's back in the vaudeville days and the beginning of silent film and stuff like that. And so he was on the vaudeville circuit. He actually was featured at the Palace Theater in New York, and then also Ziegfeld Follies. So a lot of his contemporaries would be someone like Buster Keaton, which is one of my favorite silent film vaudeville actors. I love Buster Keaton and have enjoyed all his roles, and they were friends, and Buster Keaton actually really liked Cliff Edwards' singing voice, so they worked together. And then later on, one of his most famous songs, which is kind of apropos because I don't know if you guys heard lightning just a bit ago because it's raining a lot here, but you would know this song, Singing in the Rain. So that's Cliff Edwards' song, and he was quite famous for that. And it's special to Brad and I because on our honeymoon, we actually, at the resort we were staying at, there was a performance of Singing in the Rain, so it's really special to us too. So really cool. And that's Cliff Edwards, and of course Brad loves Jiminy Cricket, so this is just all ties up and is very special to us, but hopefully to you guys too, and you enjoy Jiminy Cricket as much as we do. But when he went over to Disney, he did you know, all the voice acting, like I said, for Jiminy Cricket, but he also was in Dumbo as the lead crow, and he's the one who sang When I See an Elephant Fly. So you know that song is so iconic, and as you kind of hear these songs that I'm telling you about, of course he sang When You Wish Upon a Star, and he is commemorated for that song as well. So you know, really, really special, a really good performer. He obviously had a very talented voice, and he's in the Grammy Hall of Fame for his rendition of When You Wish Upon a Star. And he was also commemorated as a Disney legend in 2000 for his voice acting. Now, you know, everybody has all sorts of stories, and I want to make sure I give you the full history. So when he started out his career, he had lots of fame, lots of money, and he he really spent all that out. He had 3 different wives, and so after the Depression, because of his debts and going bankrupt, and also paying alimony to his wives. He really did not have a lot of money, and he wasn't able to really gain financial success like he had before the Depression. So, you know, Disney actually looked out for him, and he didn't necessarily know it, but they were paying his medical bills. And so in 1971, when he passed away, they were one of the people who helped out. They actually paid for his grave and the marker. The hospital who was taking care of him, they were just going to donate his body to the University of California. But Walt Disney Productions stepped in, as well as the Actors Fund of America, and made sure that he had you know, a proper grave, and it's very nice, and it's in the Valhalla Cemetery. So I'm so grateful for Disney to, you know, quietly take care of Cliff Edwards. And you know, he hung out. He was there until he was you know, before he died, and some of the animators knew him and would take him out to lunch and let him tell all his vaudeville day stories. And so, you know, I just see him as this little character, kind of like Jiminy Cricket, hanging out with the animators and keeping that, you know, storytelling alive. And so, very interesting person, and he had a huge career and influenced a lot of people, especially when it came to the ukulele. So that's Cliff Edwards, and that's it for this day in Disney. We'll see you guys next time.